20. What does 20 tie to? 20 ties to your network customer points. Those are your required network points, customer points, in order to achieve that rank. You're going to see for the first several ranks that there's a number in the name of the rank, which corresponds directly to the number of network customer points that that rank has to have in order to qualify. So we've just put them in the name of the title so that it's easy for you to reference when someone meets you at a business overview, you're at a local meeting. Someone comes up and says, "Hey, Matt, I want you to meet Dan. Dan's he's my newest consultant, consultant 80." And you're like, you immediately know that this guy's already built a business to 80 network customer points. It frames up kind of where they are in the business along the way. So, consultant 20, consultant 40 is the next one. Now, consultant 40 now requires your first structure. So, consultant 40 is 40 total network customer points. Could those be partially your personal customer points?
Yes, they could.
Yes, they could. They are inclusive of your network points. Your personal customer points are inclusive of your network customer points. But all your network points are not inclusive of personal points, right? So the points that are generated by your team are your network, but those include your personals as well. Now you're required to have two separate lines, each with a consultant 20 in them. Well, if you have a consultant 20 here, they have 20 customer points in their business, and you have a consultant 20 here who has 20 customers, those two together is 40 customer points. You can see where we got consultant 40, right? This is not rocket science. Very simple process. Now, you see a consultant and a consultant 20 underneath, because it does not matter the depth in which that consultant 20 arrives in your business. Okay? You do not have to personally sponsor the required rank for that line. It can just come at any depth, but it will qualify that line. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, so there's your structure. The important thing to recognize is the two consultant 20s must come from different sponsorship lines. So it's not consultant 20, consultant 20, and then a consultant. Would that qualify you as a consultant 40?
No.
Do you have 40 network customer points? You would, but they're in the same leadership line, and that does not qualify. It's one per line.
You don't need to have any personal customer points at this point.
So this is a great question. So in order to be commission eligible at all, you have to have 5 personal customer points. That's what your requirement is. Now, we have kept that. It's not 5 customers. It's 5 customer points. So a customer point is different than a customer, because many of our products have multiple points associated with one customer. It just depends on what product that customer is purchasing. So, important to understand that in order to be commission eligible at all and make any revenue, you have to have 5 personal customer points. That's what puts you in the game. Okay?
How many do you get for an meter?
So, you mean your own autopilot membership? You get 3 points, and we'll go over. I have a slide with all the points and the different values for each product, so we'll get there. It is also, it is not on there.
The point system. The point system.
All right, so we'll make a modification to the comp plan at a glance. All right, so consultant 80. Now you're going to notice there are 18 ranks. The reason that that's important is because we put a very minimal steps for each of the ranks. Because when somebody gets involved and they can advance 2 or 3 ranks in their first 30 days, that's very motivating for someone to see the progress mentally. It puts them in a situation where they're like, I can do this, because they're getting that reward immediately. All right, so consultant 80 requires 80 total network customer points, and then it requires 3 lines of consultant 20. 3 or 20, 20, and 20, that's only 60 customer points. But at this point, we already know that they're getting customers, and even though they're not of rank and stuff, you're adding more customer points. So consultant 80 requires 3 separate lines of consultant 20, 1 in each line, at any depth, as referenced by this line here. All right, any questions? This blasted thing. Let's back up. Oh, Any questions on it so far? You following the rhythm? What do you think the next rank's gonna be? What? What did I do?
Just laughed at the big reaction.
Did I not have a measured response? What? All right, what do you think the next rank is?
160.
A 160, but now we change bands. Now we're in promoter phase. Now you're a promoter. Promoter 160. The reason that this is important, the reason we switch is because now we're starting to pay rank advancement bonuses. Because now you've proven that you're a promoter. So you've gotten to the level where you're promoting the business. You're starting to grow and develop a business. You're not just toe in the water, playing around, right? So you have 30 days to get to promoter 160. That's 3 separate lines with a consultant 40. And when you're looking at it on average, you might have one, or say, call it 2.5, maybe 3. But call it 2.5 customer points per customer. So you can see that these are not necessarily a lot of customers to hit a consultant 40. It might be 15 customers. Right? So you're starting to see you'll start to see a pattern form. This is very duplicable. Get in, buy a few products, sell a few products, hit rank, qualify me online, so on and so forth.
Question, when you get, suppose I have to go out and get 60 new autopilot customers who won't start until June, when do my points start?
So do we have points? Points are right when they
Points kick
come on
in
board.
as soon as they're the equivalent of qualified, as soon as we verify that it's the right, if there's a bill and the information is correct. So your points kick in there. CB doesn't kick in unless they're paying. Same is true with the referral program. So when we talked about how, Mary and Tom, and they're getting that free month, you're not getting paid during that month, but you're not losing the points.
And for markets like Maryland, where if we go live, say April 1st in the states we're going to go live in, and Maryland comes on 2 months later, so they're going to be really 2 months into this already.
Yeah, same true for as you get into the Fast Track customer bonus. So, so the points kick in when the customer's qualified, we verified all the information. The bonus will be paid once they're actually an active paying customer. But that 30-day time frame is based on when have you submitted, when are those customers submitted, we've got a good qualified bonus. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if somebody signs up today as a consultant, then none of this is going to start until we actually go live, the 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120
You're
days.
still in our thunder.
That's all right.
But yeah, no, that's actually, it's good, it's probably on everybody's mind, so it's a great question, but yeah, your fast track clocks will start at.
Nobody's fast track clocks start until we go live. So you have got an advantage. It is nice, because that means we're just gonna pay out a whole lot of bonuses, which is fine, because that's important. But you guys have an advantage from the standpoint that you now have a runway of 2.5 months potentially, or whatever that approximate time frame is, where your clocks don't even start. So you're gonna have a significant organization built that can then dump customers, which in turn allows you to
The more
advance through these
customers we
ranks.
get, the better prices we can get for them.
Yeah, it's an evergreen process. Keep that in mind. The more customers we have, the better rates we can get for our cohorts in each individual utility. All right, so now you'll notice that rank advancement kicks in. So this has a $200 rank advancement tied to this particular rank in 30 days, and it pays you as a mentor $50. So we're aligning your goals and their goals. Next is Promoter 320. Promoter 320, you'll notice this is just a arithmetic process, right? It's 3 lines of Consultant 80. Consultant 80 was 3 lines of Consultant 40. I mean, like I said, not rocket science, okay? But now we have a $400 rank advancement bonus tied to this rank if you hit this rank in 60 days. What if I miss my 30-day window? I didn't hit, but I do hit this one. You do not get paid the previous one, but you will still earn the $400 one. So they're all independent bonuses.
That's beautiful.
Okay? So if for whatever reason you missed a window on one, does not mean you missed the window on anything else. Okay? You just missed the window on the one. But we also pay a $100 mentor bonus when it comes to when somebody you sponsor hits this target, they get paid, you get paid. Promoter 650, 3 lines of Promoter 160, $600 rank advancement bonus, 150 mentor. This is a 90-day window to hit this rank. Again, you could have hit one or both of the previous or none of the previous rank advancement bonuses and still earn this one. And then Pay Center, 1,250 network points. You have a total of 3 Promoter 320 lines and 1 new up-and-coming consultant agent. So at Pay Center, you have to sponsor a total of 4 people. Have 3 of them kind of develop out, and at least have 1 newbie coming on that's doing something. You have 4 months to hit this. 4 months to earn an $800 bonus and pay your mentor $200. Okay, so all up, we have $2,500 front-loaded in this fast track path. $2,000, $2,150. The $2,000 to the consultant, $500 to the mentor. So you should get in a rhythm of just teaching this process over and over and over. 4 months is oodles of time to hit this one. All right. Then partners. Partner then, what the only difference here really is now partner you shift into, you have a 12-month window from your, the date you join the business. It's okay. You have a 12-month window from the date you join the business to hit the rank of partner to earn $1,000. Now this is independent of everything else you're earning. Independent of your level pay, independent of your generation pay, independent of anything else. You just have an extra $1,000 sitting there on the table that's waiting for you when you hit this rank within 12 months.
And again, the people in this room will actually have an extra 2 months.
2.5.
In the add-ons.
Yeah, get that, because your clocks won't start until we go live. Plus how many of you plan on having a fairly significant structural organization built before we even go live? So do you see the value of this pre-launch phase? You've got, I wouldn't overplay that hand when you're telling your story, because that can't be duplicated after this pre-launch phase is over. No one else can do that. So, you get up in front of a room like, yeah, I have an extra 2.5 months to do it. And everybody's like, I can't do it because you have an extra 2.5 months. Don't take their thunder. Your statement is, I did it, you can do it. Period. All right. Any questions about partner? Are you noticing how simple it is to try to identify an advanced rank? You got network customer points, and you have structure.
Yep.
That's it. Silver partner, 2 lines of Pay Center, 2 lines of partner or Promoter 320. If you hit it within a year, you get another $1,000. So if you hit this one, that means you got the $1,000 from before and you got $1,000 because these are just a year. So if you hit any of these, you're earning both the bonuses. Gold partner, 2 lines of partner and 2 lines of Promoter 650. Pays another $1,000. What's the question?
I'm just smiling.
I'm just.
He's laughing on the inside.
2 lines of Pay Center, 2 lines of Silver partner. Now this one jumps up because we know that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for someone to hit this within a year, but it's still a year. If you hit this rank within a year, you've earned the 1,000, the 1,000, the 1,000, and the 2,500. And then finally, Diamond partner. It's 1 gold partner and 3 partner lines. And if you hit that within a year, you get an extra $5,000. Rank advancement bonuses. All rank advancement bonuses are paid in 4 equal payments. No distinction. You hit it, you get paid the first installment next month, and for each additional month, you get 4 equal payments. Okay?
While maintaining the rank.
Yes, of course you have to maintain rank.
What if you fall back and then jump in? and get
Excellent
every
question.
year?
What happens if I hit the rank, I get my first installment, and then I fall back? Do I lose my other ones? It will hold everything up to a year. If you don't qualify for all 4 of them within the year, you will lose the remaining payments that you have not qualified for.
Nice.
So you have a 12, once you hit it the first time, you have to qualify 3 additional months. Because as soon as you hit it, you've qualified for the first one. So you have a year to qualify at that
Your
same
starts
point.
over.
Nope. Your year is from the moment you hit the rank. You have a 12-month window to earn all 4 of your payments. If you don't earn all 4 of them, if you only get paid 3 of them, your 4th one is forfeit.
So if it takes me a year and I hit it exactly on the year, but I fall back, I still have another year.
Yeah, you have 12 months to qualify 4 months out of the next 12 to add
And
that
that's
rank.
quarterly?
No, this is paid monthly.
One month, they should be weekly.
It's the first week of the month.
Yeah, first
So it's-
pay period of the month.
Yeah, there is
You
no
have
monthly pay
12
period.
months to qualify at that rank 3 additional times, other than what you get to get it in the first place.
And the reason it's not weekly is because the monthly qualification cycle is monthly. So like the first pay period follows the close of that qualification cycle.
Everybody hear that? Make sure you're listening, Candy.
It's a fairly important distinction. We pay weekly, we qualify monthly. That way you can think about all your points in terms of, because since they're monthly subscription services, you're not trying to balance that out, like, ooh, I've got a bunch of customers in week 1 and not as many in week 2, and your rank's not fluctuating up and down. So at the end of every month, you close out the qualification round, you see what your rank is, and then that's what your paid as rank is for all of the weeks in the following month.
Following month. Okay. So, now we are to executive. This is our top rank band. There's 5 ranks in executive. So as an executive, it's 40,000 total network customer points. You have to have 1 Alliance Platinum partner and 3 silver partners. There is no time limit on this. So if it takes you 5 years to hit executive, when you hit executive, you'll get $7,500. So these upper ranks, there's no time limit.